On behalf of the Tri-Rivers chapter of the National Technical Honor Society, I would like to welcome our parents, relatives, teachers, and friends who have joined us. We also welcome our associate school representatives and thank them for taking the time to be with us. Tonight, we recognize the accomplishments of the graduating 2020 senior members. This is a group of outstanding career and technical education students who have put forth tremendous effort and shown great aptitude in their chosen trade area. The National Technical Honor Society believes in empowering and supporting students in their quest to master a skill and embark in a career that they love. We will be congratulating our seniors representing 12 schools and 13 career technical programs. The Tri-Rivers chapter of NTHS has a wonderful tradition of not only honoring our seniors, but also their influential mentors and teachers. We do not have a special speaker. Instead, our seniors collectively act as our honor speaker for the evening. They each recognize one mentor or teacher that has significantly influenced his or her academic, extracurricular, and scholastic success. Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, our ceremony is different this year, but we believe it appropriately honors our seniors and special guests. Please enjoy the ceremony.
The goal of the National Technical Honor Society is to see that deserving career tech students be recognized and that people of the community become aware of the talents and abilities of the young people and adults who choose technical education pathways to a successful future.
The purposes of National Technical Honor Society are
to reward excellence in a workforce education,
to develop self-esteem, pride, and encourage students to reach for higher levels of achievement,
to promote business and industry critical workplace values, honesty, responsibility, initiative, teamwork, productivity, leadership, and citizenship.
To help schools build and maintain effective partnerships with local business and industry.
To champion a stronger, more positive image for workforce education in America.
The Society seeks to promote the ideals of honesty, service, leadership, and skill development among American future workforce. It rewards scholastic achievement and assists members in their pursuit of career and educational goals.
Colors of National Technical Honor Society are silver, white, and purple.
Silver represents value and worth.
White represents truth and honesty.
Purple represents achievement and honor.
Motto for the society is "Success favors prepared mind." The emblem is a shield crossed by a scroll bearing the letters of NTHS.
Above the shield is a wreath of 7 stars, circling the head of the American bald eagle. These stars represent the 7 members' attributes.
In the center of the table is a lighted candle representing knowledge. Knowledge is familiarity, awareness, or understanding gained through experience or study. This candle represents the knowledge gained through experience and study in a career technical program.
The first member attribute is skill. Skill is the use of knowledge to develop great ability and expertise necessary to make positive difference in a particular occupational field.
Second member attribute is honesty. Honesty is the quality of being truthful, trustworthy, and fair with everyone while at work and play.
The third member attribute is service. Service is giving assistance and being ready and able to provide a helpful and useful act.
The fourth member attribute is responsibility. Responsibility involves the ability to act without guidance or superior authority and being responsible for your actions.
The fifth member attribute is scholarship. Scholarship is the distinctive mark of one who has mastered an area of learning as reflected in the quality of his or her work, especially with respect to scope, thoroughness, and care.
The sixth member attribute is citizenship. Citizenship is being entitled in full civil rights and exercising the duties, rights, and privileges of this status.
The seventh member attribute is leadership. Leadership is the responsibility of serving a guiding force and directing. directing the way with courage and confidence.
As a member of the National Technical Honor Society, I pledge to maintain the highest standard of personal conduct.
I will apply myself to continue a record of scholastic achievement, and I will strive for excellence in all aspects of my education.
Invest my talents, my skills, and my knowledge into a career of my own choosing.
And shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community and my country.
The NTHS graduating seniors have chosen to speak about individuals who have been influential in their academic career. They have each prepared some thoughtful words to thank the teachers and mentors who have made such a profound impact on their lives. Bryce Armstrong, Engineering, River Valley. Hunter Atkins, Veterinary Science, Marion City. Gabrielle Brockman, Interactive Media, Ridgedale.
The person I want to recognize is the FFA teacher, Mrs. Guthrie from Ridgedale. On the first day of freshman year, you treated me like one of your kids with open arms. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you because there are no words for it. But all I can say is thank you. Without you, I wouldn't be the person I am today, and I wouldn't even be where I am in life right now.
Justine Chevalier, Health Careers Academy, River Valley.
I would like to recognize Miss McGuire. Miss McGuire always understood what I was going through when I asked for help. When my grandpa passed away, she was there to say, "It gets better." She was always very truthful with me and would never just say what I wanted to hear because that's how life works after high school. No matter what, she was always there for me and the other students. I want to be that person for someone else when I get older. Miss McGuire, thank you for everything.
Rachel Davis, Veterinary Science, Mount Gilead. Allison Dix, Cosmetology, Pleasant.
The person I am recognizing is not just a single person, but individuals who have taught me many things. These two people are Edie Cook Skidmore and her daughter Keely. These two have been my dance teacher from when I was 3 years old to now. I have learned so many dance and life lessons from the both of them, and I cannot appreciate them enough. Thank you to both of you for everything you do.
Odessa Ford, Cosmetology, Elgin.
Choosing who my mentor was for a National Technical Honor Society send-off was a really difficult choice because all of the teachers I've had throughout the duration of my time at Tri-Rivers have impacted me in many different ways. So for that, I am thankful to all of you. However, above all, I want to honor Mrs. Brazel. Mrs. Brazel is an amazing teacher, and throughout her class and the year after, I have learned valuable life lessons, especially patience. She truly loves and cares for her students, and I knew whenever I had a problem, I would always head to room 142. I want to thank you for always having faith in me and being a true mentor. Your kindness and dedication is something I'll treasure forever.
Brittany Fry, Vision, Highland. Hannah Graham, Cosmetology, Elgin.
I would like to nominate Mrs. Wells. You always push to help our class as much as you can. Even in these hard past couple of months, you've been there to make sure that we're on track in getting our work done. You are always so kind and giving, and I am so grateful for that. Thank you for all that you do at Tri-Rivers. We truly appreciate you.
Kylie Green, Criminal Justice, Elgin. Tristan Griezmann, Engineering, Pleasant.
I'd like to thank Mr. Robinson for being such a great teacher for us in the engineering class for his first year. He did a great job and I learned many things from him. He's been very student-centered and pushed us to our limits. I enjoyed all the class projects we did that made us better engineers.
Ethan Harder, Health Careers Academy, Pleasant. Heidi Hawkins, Veterinary Science, Elgin. Sierra Hare, Computer Networking, Ridgedale.
The person that I would like to recognize is Mr. Casey. Mr. Casey has been the best person to go to if I needed help with anything. He's helped me with a lot over the past few years and has also helped me further my knowledge in computers. Thank you, Mr. Casey, for all that you've done, and thank you for pushing me to do my best.
Elizabeth Kincaid, Advanced Machining, Homeschool.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. You have taught me so much about machining over the last 2 years. You're the type of teacher that if a student has a problem in lab, you'll help them even if it takes multiple times for them to remember it. Thank you for all you've taught me over the last 2 years. And thank you to all my teachers that have taught me so much over the last 2 years.
Christina Lee, Construction, Trades, and Criminal Justice, President of NTHS.
I went to Tri-Rivers for 2 labs. I would like to recognize Mr. Dono and Mr. Willie, my 2 lab instructors. Mr. Dono, there aren't enough ways for me to say thank you for everything that you have done for me the past 2 years. I cherish deeply what you have taught me, and I will carry them with pride. With your mentorship, you've taught me the importance of leadership, courage, and responsibility. I know that what I've learned from you is irreplaceable, and it will shape my life in ways that I never imagined. You know that 2018 almost broke me. You were there every step of the way. You were the one who advocated for me and believed me when no one else did. Mr. Dono, my respect and admiration for you continues to grow to this day. And even though it seems like our journey has come to an end, I promise you that this is not the last time that you'll hear from me. Mr. Dono, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that how I carry myself through the rest of my life, I hope that will bring you pride. Mr. Willie, thank you so much for everything that you have done for me. You have bent over backwards to accommodate and include me into your class. In many ways, you thought that I missed out on some of the things that you have to offer in lab. But with my unusual schedule, I learned so much more from you with the individual lessons that you taught me. They were the most beneficial teaching moments you could have ever provided me with. You encouraged me to go for my dreams and break the stereotypical views of construction. With your help and influence, I've been able to pave my future. I'm so thankful. Mr. Willie, you've taught me to always try my best. Even when the odds are stacked against me, you've always treated me like your very own daughter, and you've supported me in all my dreams and aspirations. I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me. I hope that someday I'll be able to make you proud and bring in the ship for you. Thank you, Mr. Willie.
Elizabeth Manley, Criminal Justice, Marion City, Co-Vice President of NTHS.
The teacher I'd like to recognize is Madame Grimm. Throughout my 12 years of schooling, Madame Grimm made an impact on my 2 years at Harding High School. She didn't only teach me French, she taught me so much more. Those life lessons that she has taught me during class, I will be forever grateful for.
Brady McGuire, Interactive Media, Winford.
The person I would like to recognize is Mrs. Earhart. Mrs. Earhart is like having a mother at your school. She cares for each individual child as if it was her own. You know, she's there if you need anything. And in just the short 2 years I've been with her, she's become my favorite teacher of all time. So overall, thank you, Ms. Earhart, for everything you do.
Jordan Meadows, Construction Trades, North Union. Tristan Meyer, Computer Networking, North Union. Kendra Nicole, Health Careers Academy, North Union. Joshua Nutter, Automotive Technology, Marion City.
There are many people that I could recognize from my homeschooling from Tri-Rivers. However, I want to personally recognize Lucas Bledsoe. Mr. Bledsoe is just one of the wonderful teachers from Dry Rivers Career Center, and he has allowed me to find a great college for a great career in the automotive industry. He's a great teacher and a great role model, not only to the young men and women in automotive technology, but to many other students in every other lab. Professionalism is his goal to instill into every individual while they are at Dry Rivers Career Center, and when they prepare to go into the workforce. Thank you for all the teachers here at Dry Rivers Career Center. Continue to improve and to be a positive influence in the lives of the young adults here in Ohio. We all appreciate what you do for us. Thank you.
Chloe Price, Veterinary Science, North Union. Adeline Rollins, Veterinary Science, River Valley. I would like to recognize Mrs. Lothers. Without all of your support of my education, from you and everyone who has helped, I would not be able to attend the school of my dreams during the last semester of my senior year. Because of you, I am able to attend school to become a certified equine dental technician. Thank you for supporting me in every one of my academic needs, whether it be allowing me to take an art class or making my out-of-state schooling happen. Thank you, Mrs. Lothers. Lexa Ray, Veterinary Science, River Valley. Edward Reilly, Engineering, Buckeye Valley.
I'd like to nominate Miss Brazil. I've never been fond of school. It was more of a chore for me than it was an opportunity. Coming from a completely different county, I was very unsure of what I was going to experience at Dry Rivers. When I came to Dry Rivers, it made me feel like I was important. It made me feel confident in the classroom and allowed me to see a whole new side of learning. Because of you, I began to enjoy going to school every day and made me excited to learn new things. I have, as you would say, come out of my shell and maybe into the overall to be the best person I possibly can. Thank you for being part of my education. I'll be forever.
Matthew Sayers, Construction Trades, River Valley.
Hi, my name is Matthew Sayers and I am a student in the Construction Trades Academy. My influential teacher is Mr. Willie. We have known each other for 3 years now from when the program first started. I was in the first class of sophomores, so we both learned a lot together. We would come in early, stay late, and he was always willing to help me and push me to the next thing. Because of him allowing me to grow myself, I have been able to have many opportunities in my career field. Like the opportunity I have taken now, working with Kokosin Construction Company as a carpenter. I would like to thank you, Mr. Willie, for all that you have done in preparing me for my life and for my trade. Thank you.
Andrew Shopperai, Engineering, Computer Networking, and Interactive Media, Cardington.
I would like to recognize Mrs. Adams. How do I describe a person who has touched my life and countless others in such a special way? Who has been there for me since day one and has always showed me selflessness. She's a powerhouse of a person who has taught me how to strive to better myself and others, how to lift people up instead of tearing them down, to treat others with kindness and always be yourself, that it's okay to cry or dance like nobody's watching. This person will always hold a special place in my heart. Thank you for all you've done, Mrs. Adams.
Alexandra Schreiber, Veterinary Science, Highland, Co-Vice President of NTHS.
Hello, my name is Ali Schreiber, and I am the Co-Vice President of the National Technical Honor Society. I wanted to honor and thank my veterinary science instructor, Mrs. Carrie Heimlich. Mrs. Heimlich has only been my teacher for 2 years now, but in that short amount of time, she has brought me out of my shell and challenged me to be the best version of myself possible. I used to be incredibly shy and rarely participated in school activities, preferring to stay home most of the time. However, Mrs. Heimlich took one look at me and saw through my insecurities to my potential, just like she does with all of her students. She pushed me to become more involved in my community and with my school. She taught me valuable skills that I will not only use in my chosen career, but also in everyday life. But most importantly, she quickly became someone I respect and look up to. I know I can rely on her for advice and help when I need it most, no matter what the issue is. I will forever be grateful for the time I spent in her class and the lessons she shared with me. Several years from now, when I'm an adult with my own responsibilities, I just want to be someone that Mrs. Heimlich can be proud of.
Logan Smith, Ag and Industrial Power, Highland.
I would like to recognize Mr. Rittler. Thank you for pushing me into things I would have never thought of doing these last 2 years, like FFA office. Thank you for helping me find a job and also bringing in Brad from TWS when I expressed interest in welding. Thank you for being a great teacher and a great mentor to me these last 2 years at Tri-Rivers.
Samantha Snodgrass, Aesthetics, North Union.
I want to give a huge thank you to Mrs. Salyer. You have been here with me throughout my entire time at Tri-Rivers, not only as my mentor, but as my friend. You've helped me through emotional turmoil, stress, and helping me get my skincare license so I can start my career. And even if we don't have contact throughout life, I'm going to be forever thankful that you were the one to teach me everything. So thank you very much.
Haley Spears, Health Careers Academy, North Union.
I would like to recognize Ms. McGuire for being a great mentor. She always takes the time to listen to not just my school life, but my personal one as well. She constantly gives her honest opinion and is never afraid to tell you when you're wrong, which is honestly sometimes what I need most. Thank you for pushing me when I was scared. I'll never forget when I passed the test how you sat down and demanded that I put a needle in your arm. Thank you so much for continuously giving me your support and helping me grow as a person.
Taylor Stidham, Engineering, North Union.
I would like to recognize Mr. Levitt. Can you believe you've been my band director for 8 years? I know I'm only one student in your class of 20, but you've taught me that one person can really make a difference when it comes to music. I wouldn't be the same person I am today without you in the band. You've always been there for me. If I struggled with a rhythm or got frustrated, you would always tell me to take a deep breath, slow down, and to take it one step at a time. Thank you for always being there to support me.
Brianna Stone, Health Careers Academy, North Union.
I would like to recognize Mrs. Grimes. From the very beginning, you have treated me not only as a student, but as family. You are the kindest and most loving person I know, and you have always been there for me throughout school and within my personal life. I will forever be grateful I was given the gift of having you as my teacher.
Abigail Todd, Construction Trades, Highland.
I would like to recognize Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie has changed my life in many ways other than just being a teacher in my high school experience. Before coming to Tri-Rivers, I had no idea what I wanted to do in my life and most importantly, who I was. After being in his class for 2 years, I learned a lot of real-world problems and solutions and of course the construction standards. Not only has he taught me what I'm going to school for, he has helped me find my self-worth, self-confidence, and who I truly am. Thank you, Mr. Willie, for being such an impact in my life, and I can't wait to see how many more lives you change.
Micah Vogt, Criminal Justice, North Union.
The person I'd like to recognize is Mr. Dono. Mr. Dono, you have helped me more than you think. You have shaped the person I am today, and you have taught me things I didn't think I could learn. And for that, I'd like to say thank you for everything.
Emily White, Veterinary Science, Marion City.
I would like to recognize my instructor, Mrs. Heimlich. During my time at Tri-Rivers, I have learned more than I ever thought I would, and I've grown so much over these 2 years. Mrs. Heimlich helped guide me in the right direction and supported me through my mistakes and my accomplishments. I could never thank her enough for all she's done for me and my classmates.
Rance Wyckoff, Engineering, Buckeye Valley. Congratulations, seniors, and thank you, special guests. The seniors will receive their honor cords and diploma seals at a later date. First and foremost, we would like to thank the parents of our members. Without their support, this evening would not be possible. Thank you to Tri-Rivers faculty, homeschool principals, staff, and special guests. This is a community, and we have all worked together to help these seniors be successful. I now declare the Senior Member Recognition Ceremony adjourned.